Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Will Wesley, the Mile Mile, and today we're going to take a look at the 5 movies that were nominated for an Academy Award for Animated Best Picture. I'm going to give you my ranking of them and some stuff and some thoughts. Those are Disney's Raya the Last Dragon, Disney's Encanto, the movie Flea, The Mitchells vs. the Machines from Sony Pictures, and Pixar's Luca. These are the 5 films that got nominated for the Best Animated Picture Academy Award this year. And I have seen every single one of them, and I have thoughts. If there's any justice, this movie will win. Because out of all these, I think I liked them in this order. Mitchells vs. the Machines, Encanto, Luca, Flea, Raya the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon was kind of a narrative mess. I mean, it felt like it was trying to pitch a TV show, but they were like, let's just make this into a movie instead of a TV show. Let's cut out like 15 episodes worth of content and just assume that this works. It doesn't. I think the only reason it's there is because some of the other stuff that was out this year would never end up getting an award, like, say, Ron's Gone Wrong, Spine of the Night, or Demon Slayer Mugen Train. That My Hero Academia movie isn't out yet on Blu-ray, so otherwise it'd be here too. I mean, come on. It was theatrically released. Come on! But, you know they're not going to. They would never give it to something like this, or something that's an actual kind of adult animation. This is like the equivalent of giving a Heavy Metal something. Or Fritz the Cat. They don't want to. And Ron's Gone Wrong, while similar in some ways to Mitchells vs. Machine, is definitely better than both of these 2 films. It's also funnier, and felt more heartfelt and honest. I didn't really think Raya and the Last Dragon was... I thought it was a TV series, pretty much. I mean, if they made it a 4-hour long... Sorry, if it had been 3 hours long, that would have been amazing. I mean, if it were 3 hours long, it would be the other thing that's missing from this. Actually, let me go get the other thing that's missing from this list, because, golly darn it, why not? Sorry, I had this sitting out elsewhere, but these came out last year. Now, if there was something that combined Batman the Long Halloween, in Part 1 and Part 2, into one film, that would be easily one of the best things to come out last year. Yeah. But yeah, if I were, actually these 2 are kind of tied. I feel like what should win it is the Mitchells vs. the Machines. What might win it is Encanto. What, if it were going to go with Disney Pixar, Luca is kind of the dark horse pick on this, and Flea is kind of depressing. Flea is good, but it's interrupted too much with live action segments. There's a bit of very stilted animation to it. And a lot of what it addresses about, like, Afghanistan and being a refugee and things like that, when, you know, people fleeing from horrifying fundamentalists. I mean, I've seen that done much better in some areas, and much better in other areas. This is supposed to be a true story, and yeah, they get a lot right. This is a really good movie. I mean, the main character is kind of a little, I didn't really like the main character too much, but it's somebody's life, you know? They make choices. They do things, and you're like, well, okay then. I mean, you went through some terrible stuff, and it looks to me like this, the guy that did Waltz with Bashir is doing an animated movie based off of, called Where is Anne Frank, which will probably be in that list next year if it gets a theatrical release. which I kind of hope it does because it looks good, but it also looks like it might be a little preachy from time to time. I mean, this, though, actually does not become preachy, which I was very, very happy about. Like, stuff like Persepolis and The Breadwinner, they present their stories plainly and honestly, which Flea does. It's one of the most honest films on this list over here. Yeah, I think if there's justice, The Mitchells and the Machines is the best film out this year in terms of animated films. It's likely going to go to Encanto, but there's also a chance that because there's no Studio Ghibli pick this year, the crowd that would normally go for those will go for Luca. Because this is the most Studio Ghibli film Pixar has ever made. This wants to be Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action film in animation. Not Avatar: The Last Airbender, the show, in a condensed movie format. Now, if this had been 3 hours long, I would be all right there. But yeah, if I were fixing these, after having seen all 5 of these now, I would definitely, this would be here, this would be here, this would be here, this would actually be here, and Ron's Gone Wrong would replace Raya. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I thought Spy of the Night is okay. Watch the short films that are included with it. This is the 4K version of it. It's so good. Ish. Yeah, this is the 4K version. Also, where's the 4K version of Mitchells vs. the Machines? That is some messed up stuff. And now that Funimation is technically dead because Sony's rolling them into Crunchyroll, can we start getting some actual 4K releases of things? I mean, I like Demon Slayer, but I would rebuy that series, all of Season 1, and the movie, and then whatever else comes out afterwards, in 4K, if they let that happen. And also, hey, Warner Brothers, you have this, right? You have the Batman out there, and the Batman takes elements from this, and elements from Hush, and elements from Year 1, and Ego, and Year 2, and yeah, there's a lot that the new Batman takes from it. Why not release this together as one thing, like you did with the Dark Knight Returns animated series, and put it on 4K? But yeah, it better be Mitchells vs. Machines. If there's justice, it's that. If there's no justice, it's Encanto. I would say the only thing that doesn't really deserve to be on this list, and you can hate me if you want for this, Raya should have been replaced by this movie, because this movie is hilarious and honest. I would say that this film should have been like, here, yeah, that's how it would be. I mean, Flea is really good, though, so check this out. I wholeheartedly recommend it. Yeah, I mean, it's about it's a real story about a person who fled from Afghanistan because of the Taliban taking out the Mohammadin, I don't remember how to pronounce them, and then they go to Russia, and they're trying to escape from Russia into Denmark and Switzerland and Sweden, all those places, through Ukraine, which, I mean, if you want human trafficking, you go through Ukraine. Ukraine is a hotbed of crime and, National Socialism. There's a lot. But, that's neither here nor there. And with, like, the current refugee crisis that's happening, this is a good example of some of the things they go through. And I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, finally, someone's saying it. And it's true. I really recommend people check out Flea. The trailer's kind of boring, but the movie is good. It's quite good. I'm just going to pretend Raya's not there. It's Ron's Gone Wrong. But yeah. Mitchells vs. Machines is awesome. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think. Have you seen all of these movies? Which one was your pick? Are you just mad at me for hating on Raya? Raya and The Last Airbender. The Mary Sue Adventures. Oh, but my representation. I think there's enough. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think, and hit that thumbs up, share button, subscribe button. Ring that little bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here on Area DMG. And until next video comes out, you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.